guys, another video for you here. This is Justin. Welcome to the 87 channel again. So today I'm going to be reviewing, kind of a longitudinal review here. I want to be reviewing this good old Glock 22 chambered in 40 cal. It's actually my first gun that I've ever purchased. I bought it like 4 or 5 years ago, and I've loved it ever since. It's in flat dark earth, and that's kind of hard to find in California. I actually got it, I think, back when it was I think it was like a single shot exemption or something back in the day when I did get it. I think around 2013 or something like that. But you can actually, it's my first video, one of my first videos that I posted here on the YouTube channel about this. And so when you get a Glock, for me, there's some must-have modifications that you have to do in order to get it a little more friendly, a little more user-friendly. So the first thing that most people do is put this extended slide release lever there, or slide, whatever, it's a extended slide lock. Okay, magazine, everything's cleared, nothing in the chamber, no ammo on the table. Yeah, so that's one of the first things you gotta do with your Glock. Second thing is this ESSL extended slide lock lever. So the first one, the stock OEM Glock lever right here is just too short, and it really is hard to get your slide off at first. So those are definitely two things I would recommend doing. Third thing is the pin set. They're made out of, one is made out of plastic when you first get it, and the two are they're just some regular OEM metal. So that's another thing that it's just kind of a must-have. Now, when I first got this, I was like all about Glocks, and bought like every part known to man. Got a little 10-round magazine, empty. So another thing that I did was a buffer spring, and this really helps with recoil. It makes it a lot more manageable. Then the next thing that I suggest that someone would do, let's take that off there, is getting a new plunger, safety plunger, and go ahead and, this is the firing pin right here, and you should go ahead and just kind of polish the hell out of that thing. And this, okay, so that's basically what you do for the top end. But I'm telling you, man, after I did a trigger job on this, it ran like butter. So the trigger job, you're gonna definitely want to put, definitely want to shine this up. This thing's just baby smooth. I put a lot of hours into that. But these are just really smooth. All of these metal contact surfaces are smooth. You can see the cruciform there. That is, that's been polished by me as well. I do have a Glock polished trigger connector in there, and it's a little bit of a lighter weight trigger connector, which I really like. It's made a huge difference. Some other things that people usually do is trigger and then kind of an extended mag release. On this particular model, the full frame Glock, I don't think it's necessary. However, on the smaller Glock over here, boom, it's much needed. Okay, just the way that the gun fits in the hand, it's just a little harder to release the mag. But I put an extended one from NDZ. I suggest not doing the NDZ Performance aluminum one, because they're a little bit tight when you get them, and I had to like totally sand it down for like an hour just to get it kind of loose enough to where you can operate it very easily and quickly. Okay, so that's another thing that you might want to do depending on your model of Glock. This one has a combat precision trigger, but let's talk about that in the next video. Anyway, okay, so yeah, those are some must-haves for the Glock. Okay, I actually polished the outside of this too, just because I was trying to get everything to be completely frictionless or reduce friction. And the last and latest thing that I've done is night sights. These are actually, target sights. This is actually a daytime target sight. That's a tritium bead in there, tritium light bar. And these are actually from Dawson Precision, the website. And these are Warren Savigny tactical sights or target sights. I would suggest if you have a Glock and you're looking for some good sights, these make all the difference. The OEM Glock sights are terrible. They look super cool, I will say that, but they suck. I don't like them, and I'm not as accurate with them. But I had this with bare regular sights for years, and I mean, I could still hit, but with these, it makes all the difference because the front sight blade is so thin that you can really get some precision out of that. So I definitely suggest that, Warren Tactical Sights. Yeah, man, let me put this back together here. And show you how buttery this thing is once you do your trigger job. Okay, so and then I'll go over all of the mods one more time for you guys. Let's put this on there. Okay. This thing is butter. And the trigger is not bad either. Stock trigger, polished. There's a little bit of creep right there. And then you got a wall. But man, once you hit that wall, it's kind of a long but a very light wall, and then boom. As far as trigger resets go, I don't really care about trigger reset too much. I think I saw this on Nut and Fancy channel. He said in his experience, anyone who's like super worried about trigger reset usually sucks at shooting anyway. So yeah, I don't really worry about the trigger reset, but this is just butter. Butter, dude. Bam. And actually, I'm just going to keep it just like this. The sights were my last thing that I was going to do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I got this little suicide round, the last ditch round right there. You can also get the little SIG brace, and that will connect inside there. But yeah, guys, that's kind of what I've done to my pistol here. This is my home defense pistol, and I do carry it when I'm in Arizona. Got a CCW there, but you don't even need a CCW in Arizona. It's a open carry / constitutional concealed carry state, so you don't even have to have a permit. But I do anyway. If you guys have any questions, let me know below, and I'll try to get back to you. If you liked this video and found it informative, like and subscribe. And just to recap real quick, some of I would say the 5 major things to do to a Glock. Sights, 1. Number 2 is the slide release. Number 3, this is the extended slide lock lever. Number 4 is the pin set. Number 5 would probably be one of these, depending on the model. If not this, then the 5th one would be the trigger connector, the trigger bar in there. The connector, 3.5 pound Ghost, or whatever you like. I particularly like the Glock minus connector. But yeah, there's just so many different kinds. Alright guys, so that was it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Glock on. One more video for you guys. I just finished shooting my Glock 22, chambered in 40 cal, flat dark earth. Love that pistol. Got the new sight, the Savigny sights. Unfortunately, I did lose the retaining screw for the back sight blade, which sucks. I need to look into how to get another one of those, and I need to red Loctite that thing down. As far as accuracy, it was decent. I kind of melted the front fiber optic piece when I was trying to get it because it was kind of sliding around, so I took a little lighter to it. And unfortunately, I melted it. And the trigger on that is too light. It's way too light because I'm hitting that. It's supposed to be a 2-stage trigger. The uptake is very smooth. When I hit that wall, it's a very, very light wall. So I think I need to increase the weight of that trigger pull because I was hitting it and I was actually sending off rounds when I wasn't meaning to because I'm trying to push my trigger finger. I was letting it go to get to that reset point, click, and then fire again, and it didn't really work out that well. I was shooting off rounds when I wasn't meaning to, and that just means it's too light. So I need to go and get a stiffer spring set, and as long as it's I want predictability for my trigger. That's the main thing I'm trying to achieve with that Glock 40. But yeah, so I'll get that Savigny little screw, the rear blades, rear sight blade screw, retaining screw, and I'll probably replace that front little fiber optic piece, and I'm gonna get a new spring kit, a heavier spring kit for that. And I think it's pretty good. You know, the Glock factory trigger's not that bad. It really isn't. So if I can do all those, I'll be happy with it. And but yeah, it's all about those sights, man. It's all about those sights. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment below. Let me hear what you think, and any tips or tricks for this firearm that you know of to make it just the right mix of weight and smoothness and reset and all that. I'm down for it. Go ahead and comment below. Appreciate you guys watching, and I really appreciate you guys giving me a like, and tell your friends, tell your buddies at work about the channel. And yeah, so hopefully everything goes well with you guys. Keep fighting on. 87 out. See ya.